Welcome to the True North 365 podcast, where we bring valuable information the world needs to hear to live out their true potential, realizing they have everything they need inside of them to go higher, reach their dreams every single day of the year. We bring guests on the show who are living out their dream life to showcase their work, dig into the climb they endured to get from where they were to where they are today, exposing the entrepreneurial myth that it's all easy. In addition to smaller bite-sized clips of me just sharing my everyday thoughts on business, family, spirituality, and general well-being. So sit back, turn it up, and enjoy the episode. We're so grateful you're here.
Happy Monday or whatever day it is for you as you are watching this. I'm Alex Cunningham, and joining you today to just shed a little bit of light on the word should versus could. And how do you feel? So how many times have you been in a situation where you feel like you should do something? Or maybe somebody's telling you should do this, you should do that. And no one likes being told what to do. And that goes for children all the way up to seniors. And I know because I used to work in the senior care field, and I don't think anyone at any stage in the game likes to be told what they should do. And even when we're telling ourselves what we think that we should be doing, it can really bring us down. And the goal of me coming on to chat with you real quick is just to give you some hope, give you a little tweak in the way you think or the way you talk, or maybe both, on how life might be a little bit more enjoyable for you. And, it's simple as just the change in a couple of letters. So could versus should. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because yesterday I had a conversation with a friend who is a dear friend of mine. She's also one of my coaches, and she's in her late 70s. I'm in my early 30s, so you can imagine the age difference and our levels of communication. And I've been helping her with her YouTube videos. And as we were working through it, we were working on the computer together for about an hour to 2 hours, and we had the best conversations. And it was me getting to help her learn how to upload a video from her phone to YouTube. And we actually found there were a lot of different ways. And we were able to go into it in a way where we used verbiage like, well, you could do this. Might it be possible if we went over here and tried this? Maybe this could work. Have you tried this? We used a lot of different words that negated the obligation of me being right and her doing what I'm telling her to do. And it relieved any pressure I may have felt going into a coaching situation where telling her what to do and thinking that my way is the only way just because I'm a millennial, instead of opening up the conversation to seeing what ideas she has for it and how I might be able to help. And so just shifting that can really make a big difference in your conversation. So whether it's with your children, with your spouse, or with yourself, saying, what could we do? How could you approach this situation? How could you approach this thought that you're having? Instead of you should be thinking this way, you should be acting that way. And it just makes such a huge difference. So how do you feel is another one that I want to bring up briefly. And this goes into how do you feel about trying X, Y, Z? So with my son, asking him when he comes home from school, asking him how his day went, and he tells me today was really crappy and I don't like school and blah, 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 blah. He's 10 years old, so school is like the vein of his existence. But instead saying, so how does that make you feel? Why do you feel that way? Instead of, you should feel grateful that you have such an amazing school to go to. You should know better by now because you've been going there for so long. And just even having that conversation with him opens up curiosity and opens up a better conversation. And don't we all deserve to have a little bit more respect for ourselves and for each other? I think so. And so I would just challenge you to think about when you're having conversations with people, and maybe it's either it's an employee, it's a team member, it's your kiddo, or it's yourself, how can you ask more questions and how can you make it a little bit more enjoyable and change it from should to could? Everything you're doing in your life right now is your choice. You may feel tied down to that job. You may feel obligated to do certain things or act in certain ways, but it's all your choice at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day. And that's good news, and it can also be bad news because every little choice that we've made has led us to where we are today. And so we can choose the way we think and the way we act with others. And not every day is easy. I've shared this before as well, going up and down. That's part of life. That's part of being alive. It's just like a heartbeat, right? And that's just the way that it goes. So as you're going today and just driving this home, think about what you could do instead of what you should do and how that might bring you a little bit more joy. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.
All right, guys, that is a wrap. I'm so grateful that you took the time out of your day to sit back, relax, and listen to the show. If you enjoyed what you had to hear, go ahead and drop us a comment. We're always looking for other people to join us on the show, to give us their feedback so we can keep delivering high-quality content over and over again throughout the year. Hope you're having a great day or night wherever you're at, and we will talk to you next time.